Ladies and gentlemen, we move to the big boys of boxing. 10 rounds scheduled, and it will be for the English Heavyweight Championship. Brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions, along with their great sponsors, Riyadh Season, 32 Red, and Unibet. It is sanctioned by the British Boxing Board of Control, Area Representative Ben Harmsworth, Timekeeper Stephen Pucci. Our 3 judges assigned will be Rhys Carter of Wales, Ron Kearney of England, and Bob Williams of England. Our referee in charge, third man in the ring, Darren Sargensen of England. Introducing to you first the challenger, fighting tonight out of the red corner. He comes to the ring wearing navy blue with black and weighed in officially at 16 stone, 11 pounds. Hailing from West London, England, he has a professional record of 12 wins, just 1 defeat, with 11 of his 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former WBO European Heavyweight Champion, Big T, David Adeleye! And his opponent across the ring, he is the defending champion, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. He comes to the ring wearing a white with black and weighed in officially at 16 stone, 13 pounds. Coming to us from Birmingham, England, he brings an undefeated record with 9 wins, 3 of those 9 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning and defending English Heavyweight Champion, Solomon, the Real Deal Dacres.
Fellas, you both know the rules. Keep it clean. Nothing low. Watch your heads. And when I say break, take a step back. Most importantly, defend yourself at all times. Best of luck, lads.
So the first of 2 major heavyweight showdowns. It is the last 2 big heavyweight showdowns of 2024 here in the United Kingdom. All 4 men involved believe that they can make 2025 their big year. No time for a mistake for all involved. Solomon Dacres against David Adeleye. Adeleye refreshed, he says, with a new outlook. Some new technique, new voices in the corner, some doubts to dispel, certainly. Solomon Dacres, Richie, has been a slow burner, hasn't he? But the talent has never been in doubt. The big question, I think, is when will it start to flower? Tonight might be a very good night.
Yeah, indeed. He's a talented lad, Solomon Dacres. He was on GB with us in Sheffield for 3 or 4 years, and yeah, he was very decent indeed. But David Adeleye, also very explosive. I think it's speaking to a lot of people before this contest, I think it was important. It's important that Dacres tries to get through these early rounds. I think David Adeleye he's going to be very dangerous inside the first 4 rounds, especially. And if Dacres can get through these first 4 rounds, then the tide could turn. So it's an interesting contest, this one. And like I said before, it's a contest that both need to win, and neither can afford to lose.
A lot of introspection over the last 12 months or so from Adelaye's side after the defeat. Oh, but what a way to respond! Dacres is in deep trouble immediately. It's called off! David Adeleye has come back with renewed purpose, renewed force, renewed belief. Adam Boo's only job tonight is to lift him into the air. What a return, and what a defeat this is for Solomon Dacres. He never even saw the shot coming.
Unbelievable punch there from David Adeleye. We just speaking how dangerous inside the first 3 or 4 rounds. Well, it took him just a couple of minutes of the first round, didn't it? Superb left hook there from him that went in, bang on the button. caught Dacres cold. The referee calls it off. And what a win that was. He is back. He's been out the ring for a long time. He's regrouped, got a new trainer in Adam Booth. And yes, it's worked wonders there, because that was an absolute cracking shot. What a comeback contest for David Adeleye.
Dacres is all right. Dacres is on his feet. But a bit like Fraser Clark a few weeks ago on the end of that blistering attack from Fabio Wardley, the reaction and the reflection on it will be long and painful. But what a turnaround in the fortunes of David Adeleye here tonight. Another sparkling heavyweight story. It's been said a million times, expect the unexpected. We'll apologise for any of the language that might have offended people, but that was breathtaking in every single way, I'm sorry.
Yeah, tremendous win for David Adeleye. Let's have a look at it here. Just a lead left hook that goes in. Just has a little look there, you see, and there it is there. Just think it catches him sort of high on the temple, maybe. We'll see it better from this angle. Let's have a look. There it is, yeah, it's a little more or less on the temple or on the forehead. But nevertheless, the power that's generated with that left hook from David Adeleye has knocked Solomon Dacres out. So terrific power in either hand. Usually it's his right hand over the top that's his big shot, but there, just displaying the power also in his left hook. That was a tremendous shot indeed, and he's absolutely delighted. It's a great comeback win for him and his coach, Adam Booth. Well done.
And just like that, the English heavyweight title changes hands. I don't think we even had time to underline that Dacres actually had the belt, but he's not going to leave with it, I'm afraid. He's telling everybody all around him right now, I'm absolutely fine, but the brain was scrambled for a moment as that big left glanced off the top of his head. David Adeleye couldn't believe his luck, but he was very focused, I thought, Richie, in the build-up to this fight. A sense of new purpose, an understanding now of his own fallibility, perhaps. It was all going a bit too well, wasn't it, for a while?
Well, Paul, the thing is, he's been out. It's his first contest since October 2023, when he suffered his first defeat to Fabio Wardley, remember? But he's come back, and that was a tremendous win.
What a story here tonight. Over to Thomas Stryber.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute, 20 seconds of round number one. Our referee, Darren Sargenson, waves it off. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout and new English heavyweight champion, Big D, David Adeleye.
And what a bitter irony it must be to Solomon Dacres as the reflections start from his point of view as Adeleye celebrates mightily and lustily as he's entitled to do. Remember, everybody, please, Dacres waited for Adeleye, didn't he, Richie? It was twice postponed. He could have gone a different way completely, but he wanted Adeleye. He felt Adeleye was made for him to climb up the rankings and put Adeleye away. I say again, well, welcome to heavyweight boxing.
Well, that's it, Paul. You've just hit it on the head. This is heavyweight boxing. It can happen. Look what happened. Fabio Wardley and Fraser Clark, the build up to that rematch, and then, you know, Fabio finds him with a punch in that opening round or so. And again here, it's happened. David Adeleye has just thrown that left hook. Tremendous shot. High on the forehead, high on the temple. And it's knocked Solomon Dacres out, well, a TKO, but it was a tremendous performance, and he needed that. He knew that he couldn't afford another loss. Like I said, he'd been out the ring quite a while, changed his trainer. He had to win this contest. They both did, to be quite honest, if they want to be in the mix with those top heavyweights that we've got in this country.
I'm going to hand it over right now to JD Dyer. He's got David Adeleye. And I think Adam Booth, the new trainer, is going to come and sit beside them, and also Frank Warren. With Frank Warren just giving us the thumbs up. We all know why. Over to you, JD.
Yeah, pleasure. Thank you so much, Dempo. David, I must get an opportunity to take my seat. Convincing domination in the beginning rounds, but I want to describe this almost as vindication for you, because we had spoken a couple of days ago and you told me about how you wanted to come in here and remind everybody who Big D was, right? So does this feel like you sent a message to the rest of the heavyweights out there?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, I still got a lot to do. I'm going to go back into the gym. Adam wants a lot from me. I know he's a hard man to please, so yeah, I got a lot to do, and I got a big future ahead of me. I know where I can go, so look, that's just one of the steps to get there.
I want to talk about this new relationship because you're well known, well documented within boxing around the world for what you can make, especially explosion for heavy fighters like himself. Just tell me what you see in David and why you wanted to turn around and create this new relationship and bond between you two.
Well, he's an athlete. He's a phenomenal athlete that just had some really bad habits and things that hadn't been brought in. And it all starts from the floor. We've done so much work with his legs and his balance because that's where it comes from. You know, I've trained some big punchers in the past, and his jab and lead left hook is as hard as anything I've taken on the pads. The right hand is to come, but that jab and lead left hook is enough to get any heavyweight's attention and respect.
So I want to talk about the last 14 months for you because the injuries, the up and downs mentally, people don't recognize sometimes how the response to a defeat can be for any fighter. But you told me about what you feel like now.
Look, I'm a strong-minded individual, and I got a good support group around me. I went back to the gym. Me and Adam worked. Adam had me grafting, and like he said, he had me work from the basics. There was times when he wouldn't even take me on the pads, go and hit the bag. There's times when I'll come into the gym, we're just about to say hello. You know, he was doing certain things on purpose, and I knew he was doing it to see how much I wanted it, and I proved it to him. You know, I showed him what I could do. He asked me to do a lot of things that I provided, and we was working. The fight was meant to happen a few months ago. I got injured. I think that was his sign from God to not take it, but he still did. So, look, we're here now. I got it done, and look, kudos to Solomon, man. I hope he's got a good support group around him because boxing gives you some good highs, but can give you some bad lows. So I hope he's got some good people around him to push him through.
Real words. And David, we're going to come back to you in a second, but I want to just step in now quickly with Hall of Fame promoter Frank Warren. Frank, we know about your relationship with David, how close you've been with him, and also with Solomon as well. But when you saw David be that concussive, that dominant in there tonight, what does it do for you in terms of where you want to take him next year?
Well, look, I mean, he's absolutely back on track now, isn't he? There was a fabulous, fabulous win, unbelievable power. This heavyweight division has never, ever been this good since I've been promoting. I'm telling you, every fight is exciting, every fight is dramatic, and it's just there's so many good fights that have come from these. And, you know, David's well and truly put himself back in the mix now, no doubt about that, against Solomon, who's, Sol's a tough guy. I mean, that was the guy from the Border Control said, my seat shook. And it did. I mean, that was some punch. And you look back and you see Fabio, it's just explosive stuff. It's exciting. This heavyweight division is something else. Most exciting times ever at every level, And you can see guys coming through, developing. I mean, some unbelievable fights have been made in 2025.
Oh, talking